My God, He never leaves me alone. He never leaves me alone. He'll never, ever, ever leave me alone. He'll never, ever, ever leave me alone.
Hello, everybody. This is Eyes of the Angel Tarot, and I'm here to pull some quick messages for my Earth signs, my lovely Earth signs, some end of the eclipse season energy check in. I'm just going to go right into it. So, I'm going to go ahead and start with our Tauruses. All right, so Spirit, let's go ahead and check in with Taurus this end of eclipse season. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with y'all. Temperance, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. All right, so I'm talking to Tauruses who have been restricted, whether it be financially, whether it be physically, or whether you've been restricted in a relationship. You've been dealing with restrictions in regards to how you live your life and how you're used to living your life these past few months. Maybe it has been a little bit of a rough year for you, Taurus. I'm getting that this eclipse season has forced you to really dig deep and go within. I'm getting you were not as social as you're used to being social. You're like rerouting or changing the ways in which the things that you find pleasurable in life, you're kind of like reassessing what that means to you. Like, for example, if you're a tourist that used to go out to the clubs a lot, likes to party, not to say you don't like doing that anymore, but now you do that with like a few friends here and there, people that you're really close to. You stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to. So you're leaning more towards intimacy and very much so towards like family. So I'm talking to a tourist that's more so rooted and grounded in themselves and also in their family life right now. That could have been also what's been restricting you. You might be talking to a tourist that might have lost a job or their job is going through changes and shift. You might not be making as much money as you're used to making, or money doesn't come as easy as it used to come to you right now. There could have been um, some layoffs. However, with that being said, if you are a tourist that lost your job or experiencing a change in your money, Spirit is also saying that there is a skill, a talent. There's something that or idea, a business idea. There's something that you're sitting on that can possibly make you more money in a long term than a regular 9 to 5 job is doing for you, or than a regular certification would do for you. So there's something that you can start long term. It's not going to be quick money, fast money. However, it's going to lead to your long term stability, longevity, and your stability in your income. So Spirit is saying you this eclipse season, you that change in your money is making you get to that idea, focus more on that business, focus more on that income more. This eclipse season ending made you realize that this is where your financial stability is going to come from. And not only that, this is where your peace of mind and happiness is coming from. This is going to also be where your your newfound motivation has been coming from as well, Taurus, when it comes down to these business ideas. With this temperance card here, I'm getting Taurus is in a new season of I don't want to say glow up, but you're glowing up and you're changing. You're focusing more on, yes, you focus on your body, right? But I feel like you're also focusing more on your soul's alignment. So it's like I'm talking to a Taurus that's more ready and willing to get in alignment with the things that they want. So when they're not just talking about it, it's like you are putting actionable movements and things in place so that way you can just be exactly the person you want to be. Like you're taking the actual steps. You might have been slowly talking to people, well, cutting people off, not talking to people. You might have been slowly cutting people off and shifting the dynamics in your friend groups or your social dynamics, even in your relationships. Spirit, what else when it comes down to Taurus with this end of eclipse season? The temperance. What the hell? I just shuffled that. Temperance came out again. Is crazy. So you're getting the last laugh, huh? You have a lot of worries. Temperance came out again, so I just have to say that Temperance is Five of Swords with the Nine of Swords as well. So you guys are in your head second guessing yourself a lot because again, your things aren't coming as quick or as fast as you're used to them. Being your main concern is how you're like your reputation, your self, how you see yourself and how people are used to seeing you are being is that's being changed for you. You're gonna be less of a social outgoing person. If you are a social outgoing Taurus, it's like you're kind of refining your reputation and how you present yourself to the public. Less people are going to know know your personal business, and more people are going to know more about your business. But that's the shift that you're going through with this temperance coming out twice. You are doing a lot of self-reflection this whole year. It's not even this eclipse season. I'm getting that Taurus must have had a rough year when it comes down to self and how they deal with the self, especially when it comes down to family dynamics. You might not be able to used to being able to provide how you're used to providing for people, or you're not, like, things are rough for Taurus when it comes down to their money is what I'm getting at, especially with this Five of Swords energy to the Nine of Swords. It's like you guys are getting by, and if you're not financially struggling, there's a mental struggle, especially with all these sword cards. There's a mental struggle going on with Taurus. With you guys, your Venus is not really in trouble, but it's more so it's like there are changes that you guys have to make when it comes down how does Taurus want to live their life, and there's the balance in how you get it. So it's like Tauruses are being forced to reckon with the balance and pleasure and play and business, so that way you are more stable and more rooted in your life. You don't have to keep compromising the things and compromising with people and how you live, and people don't have to question Taurus. So this is more of a self-satisfactory type of thing where you need to do this for you and not for anybody else because you're tired of living by other people's rules. You might have like a bad perception. Like people might have like a bad perception of you because of how they think that you have it easy or you get things easily, when really you do work really hard and you have a solid support system that allows you to get things done. That's one thing about Taurus, is that you always you know how to get what you need in order to get things done, and you might have a lot of jealousy and envy as people around you. And this eclipse season probably showed you that as well. Final advice. Come on, one more. Well, not final advice, but what's else? What else for Taurus? Spirit, Hierophant, Seven of Cups. Somebody might be having some sort of spiritual awakening this end of eclipse season, and with this Hierophant, Seven of Cups, to this Tower card, there might have been some changes that have been made to your belief system that uh if you're a Christian, you might have been questioning why are you a Christian. Some of you, if you're spiritual, you might have been leaning more towards atheism or just been questioning your spirituality or the world around you. Some of you might have been a little bit nihilistic, meaning that some of you think the worst things are to come. Pessimistic, I should say, not nihilistic. But yeah, nihilism as well. So yeah, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting from Tauruses this go around. Is that there's a questioning of their belief system. There has been a deep uprooting in how they believe um, in the world around them, whether it's religious or spiritual aspects. So yeah, you guys are just questioning the things around you in your life that doesn't make sense to you anymore, and you're trying to figure out, how do you make it make sense to you. So that's another thing. Taurus, I don't know if I hope these messages resonate, because boy, I feel like I'm just talking. So now I'm gonna pull some final messages for you guys. Okay, so from this messages from the universe, let me get some final advice for Taurus. regarding this energy check in this energy eclipse season. You guys got to, I'm going to say both of them. So it says Taurus, the first thing, you can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts you never thought before and showing up to meet them down the street you never walked before. So yeah, because Tauruses, y'all don't like to change. Y'all love the y'all love y'all are stubborn and bull. Okay, so yeah, I could be talking to a Taurus that's so comfortable at what they're doing in life, but they're just not satisfied at where they're headed and where life is taking them. And it's time for you to actually go with the wolves of life and actually go with the flow sometimes. Don't be so strict and rigid and comfortable with the patterns that you've already created for yourself. It's time to step outside of your comfort zone. And also dealing with fake friends and fake people. It's like you're holding on to these identities, these people, these places due to the history. In reality, it's like these are lessons that need to be learned, so that way you can take what's necessary, the lessons that were learned, and move forward instead of you creating the same situations with different people. The last thing it says, the reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you next. They have already served their purpose in life, and let them go. Keep moving. Greater is coming. Alrighty. And I think that just pretty much sums it up for what you have to do when it comes down to self and just moving forward with how you want your life to be, Taurus, right? And I hope these messages resonate. As always, if they do, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to move on to our lovely Capricorns. All right, so Spirit, when it comes down to our lovely Capricorns, give me a energy check-in when it comes down to our Capricorns. 222 is what I just saw as well. That almost been 888 because the way I like this right away playing card deck's my favorite deck. But yeah, so you got the Eight of Swords, the Strength card, and the King of Wands. So I'm talking to a Capricorn that's having a hard time maneuvering through life right now. The wit isn't working. I'm talking to Capricorns who are used to smooth talking, sweet talking people, very charming, very loving, and easy to get what you want. However, I'm talking to a Capricorn that's learning that your wit isn't everything and your wit can't get you everywhere. I'm talking to a Capricorn that has a lot of creative blockages, a lot of mental blockages when it comes down to what's your next move and how you express yourself. Um, if you are a male, hell, this actually isn't just for men, but I'm getting that you might be having some sexual performance issues. And that's actually due to the creativity issues you're having as well. Your mental blockages and your sexual blockages are the same. They have the same root issue, the same root problem. I hope that's not TMI, but that's what I'm really picking up. With this strength card, I'm also picking up on there's a mix up in your family dynamics. Um, you can be the baby or the youngest brother or the only boy or the only girl. Like, you could be singled out very much, even if it doesn't apply as you being the younger brother, older brother, younger sister. You could be like the black, not necessarily black sheep, but the only person in your family that really understands you, while you are able to understand everybody else, or you're forced to put things in place for other people, if that makes sense. Um, but I'm getting father energy, fatherhood energy. Like, you can be a father and you're responsible for taking care of others or other people. And right now you're having a hard time holding the weight of everything. It's like this mental blockage is it's really coming from you. This Eight of Swords here is really you. You're causing the mental blockage. And it might be because you're overwhelmed and you're going through a lot in life. Let me clarify this Eight of Swords. But with this King of Wands and this strength here is also stating that there's something about you that there's something about your care you're not taking care of. Like I'm getting no days off, not that much sleep, or you're not in an environment where you're able to relax or get comfortable easily. There's a lack of sleep going on in the environment, or there's not much anything, like you're having a hard time getting comfortable relaxing. Clarify this Eight of Swords for me. Six of Swords. Okay, Emperor came out. Six of Swords, Nine of Cups. So you're dealing with a situation where you have to make big decisions and big moves very quickly in a short amount of time. You might have to move or find a new home very quickly out of nowhere. You might have to move very quickly out of nowhere just to protect your peace of mind. Um, with this Tower card deck, I didn't came out, but however, it's at the bottom of my deck. And looking at it, I'm guessing that you're trying to avoid something very serious from going on. You could be like being falsely accused of something, like an accusation, and you're trying to avoid legal repercussions. That's the word. Yeah. I'm also picking up that it might not necessarily be you per se, but you could be dealing with it like maybe I'm talking to a cross watcher, somebody that has like a Capricorn sun or earth sign daughter or son, somebody that's closely related to you, or as a Capricorn, there's a spider. As a Capricorn, um, you're dealing with it like you are carrying the burden of this problem. You're definitely carrying the burden of this problem. So yeah, Spirit is saying that what you really need is assurance because you kind of already know what to do. You already have you'd have the tools necessary, especially with the Strength card, the King of Wands. Really, what's best for you is just to have assurance that you are doing what's necessary for you and your loved ones because you're making the right moves for you. The creative blockages, whatever blockages that you're dealing with, the mental blockages, all of that will go away and dissipate once you find yourself in a new environment, once you move yourself out that space. So Spirit is saying keep putting your left foot in front of your right foot, keep making those baby steps, and you'll be able to breathe soon. Because it seems like everything is happening all at once, and you're just trying to avoid anything that is unjust and unfair. Spirit. Okay, I like that because Capricorn really just really needs self assurance that you are in the right position, the right state of mind. Because really, the mental blockage is you. Because this is like something you're dealing with a lot all at once, and also this is something that you've never dealt with before. You are responsible for all of this. It's like your name or your face or something is attached to it, whether it be a lease, whether it be a creative activity or a creative project, like you are associated with it and you are trying to figure out if you're able to hold that weight of that said project, and you can. You just have to really just put one foot in front of the other and trust that you got that. So Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels, final advice for Capricorn, please. Bow, 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 bow. It says, live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. Live up to your own expectations and nobody else's. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward, and you've got this. Like I said, it's like you have a great grip of reality. Capricorn, you just never experienced this level of stress, this level of pressure, and this level of responsibility all at once. It's new to you. That is new to you. However, you're very much focused and aware of what steps need to be taken. You are very much able and capable to get through it. Just go. Now, give yourself that peace of mind, that time, and actually give yourself time to actually relax. Once you are in that new environment, that's when you're able to breathe and able to actually start afresh over, because it looks like you are starting over into a new environment, a new space. And if not, it's a new peace of mind and a new dwelling place mentally. All right. So I hope these messages resonate with you, Capricorn. And I'm going to move on to our fabulous Virgos. Hi, Virgo. How are you guys doing today? So we're going to go ahead straight into your energy check-in, see what's going on with you in the eclipse season. Any advice Spirit might have for you. Are you a Virgo who has been seeing spiders around the house or around the place appearing towards you? It's time to get into your creative bag. If you are somebody that starts seeing spiders everywhere. I have the Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles. So Virgo, when it comes down to you guys, this end of eclipse season, and also throughout this whole eclipse season, it comes down to um dealing with your health. I'm picking up on not only is your health, your mental health, physical health, your physical well-being. I could be talking to a Virgo that's dealing with the injury. You could have gotten sick out of nowhere, suddenly out of nowhere. Stomach, I'm getting gastro issues. I'm getting foot injuries, feet injuries, back injuries. I'm getting an injury that or a sickness or illness that puts you on some sort of rest or leave. It's affecting the way that you make money or how you bring in your money. Virgo, you've been ignoring your health for a very long time. This was kind of like a long time coming. Like you've been working. You've been letting your worries, your life worries, get the best of you. And you've been giving too much. You allow other people's stress, other people's life problems to become your problems when you didn't create those problems, but you make it your business to fix those problems. Spirit is saying this was the time for you to reassess that. What are your priorities? What are your responsibilities? What are you accountable for? It also comes down to how you maintain your relationships. I'm getting your romantic connections have been coming into question for you, Virgo. You've been questioning the longevity and the stability of the relationships or the connections that you've been in. Does this person emotionally satisfy you? Outside of the physical, can this person bring you joy? Can this person bring you happiness? You've been questioning your love connections and really just seeing if wondering if there's more out there in the world. You're just looking to be fulfilled in life. And at this point in time, there's so much happening all at once. A lot of your responsibilities are coming down really quick and really fast for you, especially with the Knight of Swords to Two of Pentacles. It's like you have to make decisions quick. It's like things are coming in for you fast. Like there's decisions that need to be made quickly. And it's affecting not only just you, but your way of life and your well-being. There's going to be a lot of shifts. So that your life is shifting. You're like already in the midst of this shift, this change, this new direction you're going towards. Clarify this. I want to clarify this Two of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Seven of Swords. So I'm talking to a Virgo who has a big distrust in self. I'm picking up on when it comes down to you have a distrust in self because it's not necessarily that you don't really have faith. It's more so that you're too comfortable where you're at. It's like you and Taurus kind of have the same problem, but it's manifesting in life differently. So it's like you're very comfortable with the way you're making money, even though it's the easiest way for you to make money, but it's not the most satisfying, nor is it the most sustainable way for you to make money for your body, for your mental health, for your social life. It's not sustainable, but it's the quickest way for you to make money. Spirit is saying that there are skills, spirituality wise, social media wise, there are things that you're sitting on that can make you more stable. You're able to, your energy is be able to be used better. You're not being overworked, overpaid if you root yourself and you ground yourself while using your gifts. Spirit is saying it's time for you to use your gifts, time to use your mind, start figuring out what are the best ways for Virgo to use their gifts or their energy to make their money differently. That's not overexhausting, overworking, overgiving. Everything is happening all at once. This is like a what the heck, what's going on moment. It's like you've never been able not to provide for yourself. This season you could have been forced to trust in your support system, or your support system is being called into question as well while you're going through this period of rehabilitation or this body recovery. My nose is itchy. My nose is so itchy right now. Spirit, what else when it comes down to Virgo in this end of eclipse season? What else they got going on? Yeah, you have to balance out your health, your mind, body, specifically your body. Am I taking that Five of Swords? No, it didn't come out. So the first card that came out, Page of Swords, Death card. So you are supposed to step into a new way of being. Emperor. Okay, it's execution time. So yeah, it's execution time. The spider keeps popping out of nowhere. Wow. I think it's a yellow sac spider. Maybe look up the symbolism behind the yellow sac spider. It just popped out of nowhere. And I have my window open. That's why I think why it came out. But I digress. So when it comes down to this Page of Swords, Death card, and Emperor energy, it's like you guys already have the skills necessary. If you put more focus on more time on self and your skills to develop, and actually put yourself out there, like I said, social media will be a big game changer for you. Social media and putting yourself out there, try fairs, events, big things, try even just going outside the box of what people are expecting from you. However, when it comes down to it, when it all boils down to it, I really do need you to understand that it's all about self-preservation. This self-preservation this next phase in your life. It's not about burning yourself out and using your energy for things that are not satisfying for you. It's less about maintaining your job so that way you can pay your bills, and it's more about what's best for Virgo's health, what's best for Virgo's body, what's best for Virgo's mind, what's best for Virgo's spirit. How are these things going to fulfill you in life? Are these people around you, your support system that's being called into question, whether it be romantic or socially, how do these things support you? It's kind of like you are stepping into a role of you're taking more control, not only over your life, because it's not saying that you're not a boss. You are a boss, because I'm talking to somebody who's in charge, or people, you're responsible for a lot of people in your life. However, you're being called to take more charge. Especially with this Emperor here to this Death card, it's like everything is all on you, and there's a certain level of respect that needs to be had when it comes down to Virgo, that you're not getting, or you're not demanding or commanding from people. You're just going along, going along, going along with it, even though you're the one who's calling all the shots. You're responsible for everything in this situation, Virgo, and you just let people walk all over you. And now this is the time for you not to do that any longer. Okay. Especially with this Page of Swords to this Death card. Big Emperor energy. It's really time for you to really step into self and stop living your life on autopilot. And really it's time to just start living in the now. Final advice. I'm going to use this messages from the universe deck for you, give you final advice for Virgo. Spirit, let's go ahead. Final advice for Virgo. Okay, it says this: when the world feels like it is coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life, some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you've been waiting for. So allow these necessary changes to take place. Sometimes this is a rebuilding, a reconstruction period for you. It is not to destroy you. It's really to realign you to what's necessary and what's best for you. And also give you the chance to catch your breath. It might seem like one big tower moment, but really it's just one big reconstruction period for you. And it's time for you to step in it, Virgo. Step in it with confidence, okay? I love you. Mwah. I hope these messages resonate with you guys. And if it does, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye. Talk to you later.